Hi, it's Mark again. Hi there. Right, what we've got so far is we have produced a table. We've created a table. Within the table, we had a look at the fields and we created fields. So just another quick wee look at the fields again. So we get student ID, we get first name, we get surname, date of birth, enrolled question mark, and we're all set for inputting the data. If we have a wee look at the view again, so just remember, you can go between the datasheet view and the design view for your tables. So the design view would let us see the field names, the data type, and also any comments and any description, which is optional for each of these. We've got a primary key for the student ID, which is an auto number. We've got first name. Now there's no space, remember, with the field names. And there's certain characters you can't use either. So for enrolled, for example, so first name, enrolled question mark, there's no question mark after enrolled. So first name, we do have a caption of first space name. We've got the field size at 25. We've got short text getting used. We've got a surname. Again, 25 is the field. Okay, and what we've got is we've got date of birth, and we could reduce that down, but we're going to dictate that that is going to be a date. So date and time. So we now have these fields. We've got enrolled, which is yes or no. And within the caption, if we look down in the general tab, we've got caption enrolled question mark. We don't have a default for anything, but we do understand from the previous video that we could have a default value, and we could say that it is required in certain fields. So what we could do is we could say that we must have, say, their surname. So we could say that is it required, and you do have a drop down. Say yes. Allow zero length, and we'll say no. So there are options that we've got for the general tab there. And again, date of birth, we could say there is optional at the moment till we know the date of birth, for example, but we'll need to know the surname. And then again, save. Any changes that you make to the fields, you would then save. Do take a note. Any changes to field names or to the field data or to the length, for example, any changes that you make when there's data already in the table can have a bad effect. For example, like I mentioned in the previous video, if you've got somebody with a surname of 30 characters and you decide to reduce the field size down to 25, there is a possibility of data loss. 5 characters on any record that has 30 characters, for example. So there could be, not to say there will be, but there could be. So watch out for the message coming up and just make sure that you are aware of what you are changing and the repercussions upon the data that might follow from that. So have a check just to make sure you've got your field names correct. Make sure your data type is correct. Whether the student is fully enrolled and all confirmed. So there's some wee notes here that we can put in for people. So what we've got is we've got an auto number field, we've got a short text field, which we have limited to 25 characters. We have a surname field, which is short text. Again, we've limited it to 25 characters. We've got a date of birth field, which is DOB. Now what we could do is we could put a caption in there as well. So we could actually say date of birth. The field name is DOB, but the caption will be date of birth with spaces. So as long as we know the difference between the field names and the caption, just in case for later on. Again, click the Save key and go between your different views. Datasheet view, this is where we will insert data, and the Design view. And again, between the different views, it's important you know that you can click on the view to change the view, and this will then allow us to insert or edit or view data within the table. To close a table, use the X on the tab for the table, and the table is closed. That would then allow you to look at any other objects and to only have that object open. You can have more than one object open at the one time. To open a table or to run anything in terms of objects, you can just double click and it opens. Thanks for watching this video. There'll be another one coming up. The next video is going to be for inputting data, viewing and editing. Thanks for watching. Bye just now.